Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices for Tuesday, November 9th. And with the stock 50 here, let's just tidy this up a little bit. Well, from wave 4 here, we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and moving up for wave 5. And then wave 5 here, then an ABC pattern here. Now, with the US, I've also got a slightly different pattern as well, which I'll look at. We'll look at this again tomorrow in a slightly different way as well, because there is another situation where in the US we have this 3, 4, 5 here, and then we come back to this wave 4 here roughly, and have one more move up here, and that means that this becomes a third wave up here, and this becomes a fifth wave up here. But we don't need to worry about that today, because we're just completing this little wave 4 and we'll move up from that, but it's something that we'll draw out tomorrow for that. So here we've got the A wave, the B wave and the C wave on the hourly chart. So we'll push up to 4.4 at least, a little bit higher on the tick chart for this, just to check it out a bit further. So we've got well, the A wave, the B wave. Let me just check on this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're pretty damn close to having a low in here. There may be a little bit more of a drop, but what's the next level? 40, 50. We're at 50 here. Oh, that's 45. Sorry, 45, 30, 40. If I was going long here, then I would just be simply looking for this little pattern here for that. Just for day traders, you know. Got to get 5 waves out of that. I could probably figure it out, but I'd have to go in further. But I'm not going to worry about it, because on the midpoint, the 50 is where we're going along with the classic trading levels pattern, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level as your reference point, and you may have a second high that you can utilize, but normally we'll go for the top one and bring it down to the second one on that. Okay, let's have a look at the DAX. Has got the same pattern as well, but this is the weekly chart here. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and we're going up for wave 5. So going up for wave 1 and 2. Let's go to the daily chart and check on that. So that up for 1 there is sort of where we're looking for at the moment. And then wave 2 is normally simple and sharp. It's normally a zigzag in 3 waves, a 5, 3, 5 structure on the 4-hour chart. And I may have to adjust this count as well here as well. So yeah. Anyway, we've got our 5 waves going up there, which we don't really need that there anymore. But I'll just clean these up, things move along. So we're still looking for another little push up here for that. So the same thing here applies as well, in that we may have to put wave 3 here. I just need to do some more work on that a bit later, and we'll have another move up that before we pull back into that situation. But for today and the sessions ahead, it's not a biggie. You know, we don't have to worry about it too much. So let's just go to the hourly chart here and pick that up. So one of the things we could do here, I guess, is, I mean, wave 1, yeah, it's not such a bad length. I'll just take that. So 16.3 is where we could be looking for that. But once again, this may also be just a wave 3 here. I just need to check on a few things, that's all. So, but like I say, that's going to take a while for that to push up there anyway. I'll just check on that here as well. Okay, so I haven't done anything here for the last session or two, so we're still in this wave 4. Over yonder here, we can use that. That's it's a 5-wave structure, so that can be there. That wave 4 is there, that's there. That will be okay. Just clean this mess up. Thanks for watching me do my housework, and we need to put this, oops, not wrong one, we need that over there for that. Then we need the little B wave here, which can be an A, B and C for this one, and wave C over here, so that all looks pretty good at that point. Market's quite strong because it's not pulling, this wave 4 is not pulling back to that wave 4. It's nicely sitting on the 16,000, isn't it? You know, all you need to do is buy new highs. So let me just check on this little guy in here. Just looks like wave 1 here, so we're probably still more downside, but at this stage going long above there is the next step. Just doesn't, feels like this is just wave 1 here, but it's reluctantly wanting to move down. But yeah, well, like I said, it can move down to well, down to here, I suppose. Anyway, we can go long above there, and 16.3 was the target to the upside for that, so we'll just put these over here a bit further. We may have to adjust that. So we've got a nice trend coming. I'm just wondering if this is all wave 1 here and 2 here, but the other ones are finishing off, so I just can't see it doing that. But it could, and if it does and drops below the 16, then you'll use the 16 with a classic trading levels pattern at that point and look for that long trade down here at that point. Okay, so either go, if that pushes up, well then you go long at that point. If it moves down here, let it go under the level. Just watch out for that wave 4 there, and then it'll move along at that point. Let's look at the FTSE. So also the same as well, to a point. I mean, the FTSE started its move up a month early, very much like the Australian market. So from this wave 4 here, we were looking up at this as wave 1 and back for wave 2. That was okay. And then we had this pretty dodgy 3-wave move in here that I had to call wave 3 to line it up with the other folks around the block, and then looking for wave 4 here. So that's sort of where we are, I guess. And you know, the FTSE can move quite nicely by itself, and then other times it just gets all sort of heebie-jeebie. And but here, you know, we've got this wave 4 overlapping wave 1 here. I don't want to call this up for wave 1 and back for wave 2 because this wave 4 is not simple. I suppose it's simple as an A wave and then a B wave to here, as an A wave to here, then an A and a B and a C for the B, and then for the C wave here. But it doesn't count very nicely up here as 5 waves. So if you don't, you know, I can see the 5 waves there, and we'll go in and have a closer look at it. But, you know, you'd have to be philosophical to, you know, to get through on that. So that would be looking like that, you know. Somebody learning Elliott and understands that wave 4 can't overlap wave 1 would be in a bit of problems at that stage. But sometimes you just got to be a bit like that. And this wave 4 now, that's going to drag over to here. And if we just, I can just do this one. Let's just, let me check on. So, put that there, and I'd put the C wave right here. But if a new low is made below that there, then this from wave B here, because I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's not going to work, then it's likely then this is going to come down in 3, 4, and 5 here, which obviously creates something completely different at that point. So let's just check on the, let me have a look at 50 ticks. So this is the A wave, and then the A, B, and C for the B wave. It wants to make a new low there, doesn't it? Well, we'll have to look at this as 1 and 2, and then 1, that's all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's the third. So there will be another low to come into play there, and it's not finished. So that can come down as probably wave 1 here, and then wave 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 for the third, the fourth wave back up to there, and then the fifth wave down to there for that. So that's where that will be. So that's the 5 waves there. So we can just, now that we understand that, we can move out of here, come back to the hourly chart. We don't want 5k, we just want 2. So this is going to come down a little bit further, but not as far as that. So we can bring that down here somewhere. Same thing applies here in terms of going long. You want the market to prove to you that it is strong, so you want a classic trading levels pattern sitting on this level, and then you can go long from that point. And then if you want to, you can scale in all on these levels here, but I'd be careful because you'd want to be taking profit at the 73.50 at that point. Okay, we'll leave it at that. So really what it's trying to do here at 73, if you look at it closely, it's trying to get support on this level, but it's not there yet. I mean, technically, what we would normally do in a classic trading levels pattern, that would be the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, so that becomes our reference point to go long on, and then we can use wave B here, and then if it ducks down below the level, then we'll get another little classic trading levels pattern as it comes back up, and we can get it there. But we take that one, and that one. In this case, I think we should be, make sure that you're eating a fair bit of your pie at that point. Alrighty. She's a wild beast, the old FTSE futures. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.